Yeah. I think. All right. Oh, like to call our pre-commission work session to order, our committee meeting. I sincerely hope that everyone had a very restful and peaceful 4th of July, Independence Day, ready to come back. Finish this long, hot summer that we've got started and get ready to make preparations for our new year. I know the budget process is wide open. I appreciate Commissioner Knight and Cal and everyone that's worked with that. I see a lot of things going on that way, and it looks like we're going to be able to engage and improve quality of life for our citizens, and that's what we're here for. So, Mr. Knight and I remember that there was times when we couldn't do this, could we, Joe? So,
yeah, but I'm sharper than a knife, so.
There you go. You get your hat, you can borrow my hatchet with it.
We've heard that before.
Yeah. Oh, let's go to the Lord in prayer. Most gracious Heavenly Father, we thank Thee for all these commissioners and staff members and support personnel here that are gathered here in the conference room to do the business of Jefferson County. Dear Lord, as we are about to hear these opportunities that we have for the citizens, dear Lord, give us the wisdom, the strength, the courage, and the guidance to do the right thing and to continue doing the right things and working together. Dear Lord, be with those that are sick and infirm. Touch them with your healing hands. Dear Lord, please be with those that tend to perpetrate violence on our citizens of Jefferson County. Dear Lord, touch them and show them the proper way in which to act and to coexist with our citizens. Dear Lord, we ask that you keep us, guide us, and protect us. I ask these things in Jesus' name. Amen. Commissioner Scales, we'll just go down the line.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Good morning. On behalf of the Public Works, Community Services, and Intergovernmental Relations Committee, we have no items for the Board of Equalization. 2 items under Environmental Services. Is that David Dennett, you'd like to speak to those items, or Cal, how would you like to proceed?
David's here.
Yeah, no cost, just 2 permits for, excuse me, work being done in the city. So,
All right. There's a motion to move items 1 and 2 and has been properly seconded. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
No items for General Retirement System of Jefferson County. 1 item for Human Resources, and this is dealing with the Deputy Director of Youth Detention. I noticed that we do have the Director of Youth Detention with us today. Are there any questions as relates to this item?
How do you pronounce Mr. How do you pronounce
They look like Juan Sepulveda. Sepulveda. Okay.
Sepulveda?
Tell us a little bit about it.
Oh, that's wonderful. So he's been with
Would
us.
you like to
Just stand up, lady. Come over here where we can see you, up here where we can see you.
Yes, sir. Juan is fantastic. He came to us from South Texas. He's been here for 5 years now, serving as the deputy director. He's done an amazing job. He primarily is responsible for the back end of the house, we say, the secure area. So once you cross the secure door, all of the juvenile detention officers' oversight of the residents, making sure that we have their medications and their medical needs taken care of. It's really done a wonderful job. And
So you were in Unix contract is what you're doing.
we are requesting.
He's done a fantastic job.
I move.
Second?
All right, it has been moved and properly seconded. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
We have no items under compliance. Personnel Board of Jefferson County. We have 2 items for District 1 business, and then we have an item of new business to present as relates to Birmingham Board of Education. Mr. President, how would you like to proceed on the item of new business?
I move your district further business 1 and 2.
Okay. Has been moved and properly seconded. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye. How would you like to dispense of the items of new business? Just in one?
Yeah, just do yours.
Okay.
And I move for the unanimous consent for one item of new business.
All right. It has been moved and properly seconded. Do we need to do roll call, Millie, or we just, any objections? Okay. Seeing none, can we get a motion on the floor to now move the item?
I move the community grant for City of Birmingham schools at amount of $30,000.
Okay, it has been moved and properly seconded. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye. Thank you, Commissioners. That's all we have.
From Commissioner Price. Good morning.
Good morning, Commissioners. Welcome to the Regular Services Committee. We have nothing from people on the coroner's office.
Good morning, Commissioners. We have 2 items. I'm actually like to pull item number 2. There's some adjustment that the consultant engineer needs to make to his agreement. The first item is the bridges at Hastings. This resolution authorizes the Commission President to sign the preliminary award letter for this proposed development, which is a conditional award permanent home loan funds for $1,655,033 for 56 units for seniors to be built in Pennsylvania.
Do we have any
Move.
questions for this item?
Move items 1 and 2.
So pool number 2.
You going to pull number 2?
Cool.
Okay.
I second item 1.
Thank you for the correction.
The first and second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We have something from the district attorney, Danny Carr. It actually is a district salary for a professional services for an assistant district attorney. Also have one for Lanice Washington in the cutoff.
I move 1 and 2.
Second?
It's been first and second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, we have family court, we have James Jefferson family court on one.
Yes, good morning, Commissioner. Yes, we have an item on the agenda. We're preparing for a school justice conference July 27th with the Board of Education, the Alabama Department of Youth Services, and the District Attorney's Office. And that's what we have.
Move the item as presented.
I guess,
I don't know. Explain that a little bit more, please.
What is PCH?
Yeah,
Yes.
trying for the staff.
Yes, we're basically having a youth justice conference to deal with some of the issues and problems that we're having throughout the city with our school system, due process, rights of our students and clients who appear at family court, in addition to dealing with just a number of different problems as it relates to our sex offender population, our kids that are housed over at youth detention numbers, credit, and just want to bring everyone in compliance and making sure that they understand what those students' rights are as they transition from youth detention and from the Alabama Department of Youth Services.
so you're going to train 75 people. Are they our staff people?
Not just our staff, not just family court, but the Board of Education as a whole throughout the city.
What about the county?
In the county, I apologize.
How many people from the city of Birmingham participate? How many from the county?
We don't have the final number yet. We've in the middle of extending invitations to all of the school participants, school board participants, and the educators. So we don't have a final number at this time. We anticipate there being at least 150 or so participants.
Then you've asked for 75.
I'm sorry.
Then you've asked for approximately 75 people.
Well, that is our goal, but it could potentially be more, sir.
Do you, We have plenty, I guess I'm asking these questions, you'll have enough money to do it if you got much more?
What we have, planned, we have plenty in terms of, financial resources to pull off the retreat.
Fair enough.
Item has already been moved.
Can I get a second, please?
So,
It's been first and second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We have youth detention, please, Monique.
Good morning again, Commissioners. We are requesting for you to allow us to have a MANT system training to come back. We allowed them to facilitate the training, our training the trainer last year for our officers, and we want them to have a refresher or booster training for those trainers to make sure that they're very familiar with the use of force, procedures, and self-defense training, so that they can do that for the other officers.
Kind of self-defense training.
When
For
were
the
they?
staff, for the staff. So when they're having to basically restrain the residents when they are violent or fighting or combative toward one another or the staff, that the staff aren't being harmed, and that we're not harming the residents, that we are safely restraining them, knowing their rights and how we should probably do those things, and then also use of force techniques so that it is escalating properly and we are not causing injury, unnecessary injury to anyone.
All right, this is refresher. When was the original?
It was last year, about this time last year. If I'm not mistaken, sir, I believe it was in June of last year, but I can get the exact date. Yes.
Okay, move it.
Can I get a second?
second.
Okay, first and second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I thought you were gonna crack a joke, Commissioner Knight.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't have.
One. Okay, can I get, my community grants, moved?
Yes, ma'am. So, and Madam Chair, go ahead, I'm sorry, excuse me.
And I wanted to add, $6,640 for the, book for children policy. Want to get another machine for Bessemer.
Which one, which item is it?
That's, number 3, item 3.
You want to add another?
Add?
You want to double it?
Yes, because Bessemer don't have that.
So it needs to be 12,000,
It'd be $13,280.
so that's $20 million change. So, Madam Chair, I'm gonna move items 1 through 7, but I'd like to also, for item number 7, we'd like to add 5,000 to the Nurses Association. And we move forward with the 2 amendments. One would be for item number 3, pen and ink change to $13,280, and then 5,000 to item number 7. I so move.
It's been first and second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
That's the end of my report.
Administrative and Infrastructure Committee, we have Roads and Transportation. There are 9 items involving that. Anywhere from Carson Road, right-of-way agreement, Caldwell Mill Road, pay resolution, North Shopping, couple of 3 in North Shopping, 1 on Barrow Drive, Franklin Drive, vacation right-of-way. City of Birmingham signals on Cahaba River Road, agreement to collect data from weather stations and city fire stations of the City of Birmingham, and then the Rebuild Alabama contractor report. Is there any that the Commissioner would like to pull to talk about?
No, sir, but I did have a question on item number 1. What section of Carson Road are you referencing when we were talking about this item?
So this item is for the consultant piece for our project to, they're looking at widening Carson Road for us to procure their resources so they can start the acquisition the right-of-way process.
No, I get it. I just want to know what portion of Carson Road are we referring to? Carson Road starts from 1, Commission 1, and it goes on into 4. And I'm trying to figure out, are we speaking of the road that is, like we're going toward Fultondale or
Yes, sir.
by Candy Mountain and all of that? Is that where we,
That's correct. That section of Carson Road.
that section of Carson?
That's correct.
Starting at 79.
Yes, sir. Why in that piece?
Between
I'd
70
love for you to come on the other side of Carson Road. That's the reason why I'm saying that,
That's not.
man. Okay.
different.
So-
And we'll look into that side as well.
And just for my own edification, what is that, I hate these speed bumps that we are now, not we're doing, but a city is doing. What is that little groove that is on Carson Road that keeps you when you're going into the other lane? What is the proper name for that road?
The center line rumble strips?
Rumble?
Rumble.
Okay, Grumble.
Just RUMBLE. They're
Rumble
strips, yes.
Oh, okay.
You guys call
Yeah.
Yeah.
And doesn't that do the same as a speed bump?
Well, it is a traffic calming measure, and basically.
Traffic calming measure. I'm gonna
it-
use all that.
It's a safety measure that pulls drivers' attention back, especially for crossover accidents.
Well, the reason why I'm saying that is because we've been having a lot of, trying to say this diplomatically, because it's about to tear up cars going, even if you're going slowly with these speed bumps. But I've found the rumblers seem to me to accomplish the same goal, but it's less evasive when you drive.
So transverse rumble strips can be potentially a treatment. Anything that we can do to get drivers to pay attention and do what they're supposed to. So it really just kind of depends on the specific situation, but
So do you think it's a good measure to be able to slow vehicles down?
well, I mean, ultimately, all traffic calming measures are intended to get drivers to comply with speed limits on the road. The issue is driver non-compliance. They're going too fast. They're not paying attention, and so they're creating unsafe situations. And the speed bumps, which the county doesn't use for a lot of different reasons, is a methodology, but it comes with significant drawbacks in a lot of cases. So there are other ways of addressing that.
Are we looking at, lastly, and then I'm going to move forward, are we looking at the county portion of Carson Road that is within our districts, meaning opposite of that road? I don't know if that...
Highway 79.
Are we looking at any improvements on that road?
It was not identified for a geometry improvement, which is what the focus of this project is. But it's in the course of the normal pavement management system, so I would have to check specifically on that road and see where it is, but we can get that information and get back to you.
Okay, all right, thank you.
We'll get you that, Commissioner.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Any other questions?
No, sir.
Move
Move
on.
items 1 through 9. Is there a second?
Motion second, all in favor say aye. Aye. 6 items, including the minute from the June 22nd meeting from the county attorney.
Second?
Motion made second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Have, Cap, your county manager?
First one we have is training, extending the contract to 9/30/2024. Next one's the ARPA EMS upgrades, Forestdale Fire District.
I do have a question, Kevin.
On Forestdale, go ahead.
No, sir, on number 3, is that a typo?
It
You
is,
refer to leads, but then you got airfields. so-
right, that's a typo, it should be leads.
Okay.
That was number 3. Number 4, a non-profit beneficiary program expansion. And then I have those Justin sent it, y'all would like me to read them out, it should be your backup data.
Go ahead, Lee. You got
All right, you got the Ballot House project, 30,000, Red Mountain Grace Refuge, awarded 30,000, Friends of the Hoover Public Library, 5,000, Foundation for Arts and Cultural Connections, 30,000, Homestead Library Foundation, 5,000, Ignite Alabama Foundation, 5,000, Nurturing Golden Hearts, 5,000, Friends of Trustful Library, 5,000, Friends of Foundation of Birmingham Public Library,
Do you have a
30,000.
lot more than that?
I got two more. Friends of Vestavia Hills Library, 5,000, and McWayne Stein Center, 30,000. Those are all through your nonprofit ARPA program.
Was that on the first come, first served basis?
Yes, sir, they
Or
had
were
to
there
meet
any
with criteria.
excluded, any excluded because they didn't meet qualifications?
No, sir. There were some excluded because they didn't meet the qualifications, but there were none excluded because we ran out of funds. So everybody that applied and met the qualifications was recommended for funding based on the documentation they provided showing revenue loss.
Justin, while you're on the phone, how much federal funds do we have left?
We've got almost all of the funds allocated. We've got about probably roughly 50 to 60% obligated. That's encumbered in contracts.
That's half of it.
Yes, sir. So I can give you a detailed report showing each category and what we've got encumbered versus allocated here in a little bit if you'd like me to.
Oh, that would be great, understanding that this is monies that we did not have and it's out of our normal, the way we do business in Jefferson County. So, as we have jumped into this, we need to understand that that next year, what monies will be available to be allocated along these lines, and if there's a year following that, what monies will be able to be allocated along the lines for the next year, so we can make our plans and understand that that's not in our general fund budget, but it is something that we're using to help the citizens of Jefferson County. And I guess we need to know
Well, they all got to be allocated before December next year.
That's right. That's right. Everything has to be
allocated or
Allocated.
encumbered into a contract.
But they have to be allocated by next year.
allocated by next year and spent by
96.
Into 2026.
2020. Okay, so there you go.
Hey, Justin, will you email the spreadsheet to each commissioner?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So, Commissioner, we are covering those items that may have been appropriated but not expended.
That's what I'm trying to say.
It'll be on the spreadsheet. So like for this program, it'll show what you allocated and how much we've expended and how much is spent.
We will find that out for the next week.
We can provide it today.
Okay.
All right. Are there any other questions about that? Cal, you have anything else out of your report? Theo, I forgot to ask you, do you have anything out of your report?
Commissioner, I apologize, I do have an additional fire district allocation for the McAdory Area Fire District. If y'all wouldn't mind adding that as new business, we can get that on.
We have one consideration of one item of new business out of administration, public work, fire district.
You got
This,
you got a handout?
I'm sorry, Joe?
I was asking, do y'all have handouts that were?
I'll have it to you shortly.
Yeah, this is something that they had, it's for the allocation of that, ambulance stuff. $370,813.80.
Out of ARPA funding.
Yes, sir.
Vote item is presented for.
Okay, one item, new business, unanimous consent, anyone object? We've got that.
Move that.
Commissioner Scales moved the item, Mr. Tyson second, all in favor say aye. Aye. Okay, thank you. I have no other business coming out of my report, Commissioner Knight.
All right, we have finance. Ms. Dixon.
Good morning, Commissioners. We have item number 1, our unusual demand report. Item number 2, 3, and 4, our normal encumbrance report, purchasing agenda report, and purchasing exception report. Do we have any questions on those items?
Do I have a motion on 1 through 4?
Move items 1 through 4.
Have a motion, do I have a second?
Second, is this the correct year on item 4 for the election, 2020, August 23rd, 2022?
Or which?
What did you say? What did you say?
Oh, I'm sorry, we're not on that yet.
I
It's not up on this last one.
I have a motion, do I have a second on 1 through 4?
Second.
All right, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right.
Under Budget Management Office, we have our multiple staff development, individual staff development, and information items, and we also have 2 items for a budget amendment. The first item is...
Hang on, let's do that separate.
Okay.
Do I have a motion on the Budget Management Office, multi-staff development?
Move the items.
Motion and second now. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right, now let's do the budget agenda. We have a county attorney increased funds for contractual services. Mr. Lawson.
Well, you know, we have some additional litigation that's in place that was not otherwise budgeted in our last fiscal year.
Okay.
In our last.
But do we need to do the entire amount for this, or can we budget that part, most of it in the next budget cycle?
No, sir.
We already owe it?
We will before the next budget cycle.
Okay, gotcha. All right. And the others, roads and transportation, increased funds for paving supplies.
Moved.
Second.
Now, a motion and a second for A and B. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. All right, developmental services. You want to move 1 and 2 and just move them to the agenda?
Is that the way you'd like to proceed?
Well, unless there's something. We moved 1 and 2 to the agenda. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Move to the,
You didn't say nothing.
All right, general services.
Did you call for the vote?
Good morning, Commissioner. Good morning, Commissioners. General Services has 4 items on the agenda. The first 3 are for contracts for moving services for election equipment. So we have moving store.
I move to 1, 2, 3.
Thank you. And then Commissioner Tyson pointed out the dates for the election for the city of Helena. That should be 2023.
Yeah. All right.
Should it be August the 8th?
Yes, ma'am. August 8th, 2022. That's fine.
Yes.
And then the runoff will occur September what, 23?
I doubt if there's a runoff election for this. This is regarding an annexation.
All right.
It's an annexation, so it shouldn't be a runoff involved in that.
So do you need to delete that if required?
I would, yes, I would. It is, the election is for the annexation of Indian Ford.
Okay. All right. I have a motion on items 1, 2.
I have one question.
1 through 4.
Mr. Chair.
Do we have
We
a
get-
second? No.
Okay. Okay. So, City of Helena, are we, is this because they're utilizing our equipment in order to be able to host or have this election? Is that what this is?
It's revenue generating.
Yeah, I was about to say it's like they're paying us, right?
Right.
Okay. That was just my question.
That's my understanding. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. It's a revenue generating contract, and they will be using our equipment to host this election.
Okay. Just wanted to make a clarification for myself. Thank you.
I have a
Okay,
motion.
you're welcome.
I have a motion and a second on items 1 through 4 with a correction of the date of August 8, 2023. We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you. All right, I have some community grants.
Items 1 through 4.
7.
Through 4. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
I have an item on new business. That is the,
Move for unanimous consent.
Second.
a motion and a second to consider resolution for the reappointment of Joe Knight and Travis Olson to the Hallmark Farms Cooperative Board. And since Mr. Ammons has resigned, we're going to put Mr. Jeff Traywick on the cooperative board for the 4-year term.
And I only have one ask, and then we can move forward. County Attorney, my question was, being Mr. Traywick's position, he is still legally permitted to serve on this board. Am I correct?
Correct.
Okay, just want to be sure. Move items A and B as presented.
I have a motion, do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. All right, that concludes my report.
We have one more item of new business that's coming from the county manager's office. That you have a movie that's being filmed and they want to use a particular part of the courthouse. You've heard this guy around town that you have sightings everywhere. I'm not going to mention anything, but you may sight him around here somewhere, or you may have sighted him around here if your location is right coming through. So we need unanimous consent and consideration of one more item of new business.
Move for unanimous consent for the item of new business.
Second.
We have a motion second. All in favor, say aye.
Move item. Move item.
All right, we have the items been moved. All in favor, say aye. Second. Everybody, Danielle seconded it.
And all the ladies said
All right.
We all got eyes.
I see nothing out of information technology.
I move District 5 agenda.
Yeah, that's easy, boy. Anything else? Anything else? Commissioners, anyone like to address the body?
Let me just look at something here. Okay. This document that you passed out that talks about this movie being filmed, we should not share it. Disclose the location.
I think it's already happened. I think it's already occurred.
Nobody be at the main courthouse.
It's already occurred. This is, well, I want to say that. I give it to them. Give them both of them. Okay, you look so. Anyway, Justin, had that already occurred?
It has.
Yes, sir. The building was actually yesterday. They approached us on Friday. and I don't mind telling you where it was. I think there were enough people that saw it. It was over, they used a portion of the Youth Detention Center facility, and they were great partners on that. They fed the residents and staff their lunch and dinner yesterday while they were there working, so it went very well.
Well, no wonder my Meg was so chipper this morning. Motion to adjourn.
Now, motion to adjourn, and everyone else is pretty quiet, so I'll second it, and we'll all go back and do what we do best.